Ever found yourself overwhelmed by the daily grind, yearning for a sense of peace and tranquility? We've all been there, right? In the hustle and bustle of modern life, finding inner peace can sometimes feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. But what if I told you there's an ancient philosophy that might hold the key to unlocking that elusive tranquility? A philosophy that dates back over 2,000 years to a man named Buddha. And it starts with something as simple as speaking 5 lines to yourself every morning. 5 lines that, with consistency and belief, could transform your everyday life. Intriguing, isn't it? These lines, rooted in the profound teachings of Buddha, carry the potential to shift our perspective, to change the way we interact with the world around us, and ultimately to guide us towards inner peace. So how can an ancient philosophy help us navigate the complexities of the 21st century? Let's dive into the life of Buddha and his teachings. A Buddha, originally known as Siddhartha Gautama, was a prince turned spiritual leader whose teachings have shaped millions of lives. Born into a life of luxury in the 6th century BC, he soon realized the ephemeral nature of worldly pleasures and the inevitable suffering that life brings. This realization led him on a quest for truth and enlightenment, a journey from the comfort of a palace to the harsh realities of the world outside. His journey was not an easy one. It involved years of austere living, deep meditation, and profound self-examination. But he emerged from this journey as the Buddha, the enlightened one, a man who had discovered a path to end suffering and achieve spiritual liberation. But what were the teachings that he propagated? What were these profound truths that he had discovered? Central to Buddha's teachings was the concept of mindfulness. He emphasized the importance of being present in the moment, of being aware of one's thoughts, feelings, and actions. He believed that this mindful awareness could lead to a deep understanding of the true nature of existence, liberating us from the cycle of suffering. Another key principle was compassion. Buddha taught that compassion should not just be restricted to friends and family, but extended to all sentient beings. He saw compassion as a way to alleviate suffering, not just in others, but also in oneself. And then there was self-awareness. Buddha believed that a deep understanding of oneself was crucial to spiritual growth. He encouraged introspection and self-questioning as ways to uncover our true nature and the source of our suffering. But Buddha didn't just preach these principles, he lived them. His life is a testament to the transformative power of his teachings. From a prince ensconced in luxury to an enlightened leader who inspired millions, his journey is a tale of profound self-transformation. Now you might be wondering, what does all this have to do with me? Or how are these ancient teachings relevant in today's fast-paced, technology-driven world? Well, that's where the beauty of Buddha's teachings lies. They are timeless, transcending centuries and cultures, and they offer wisdom that can guide us in our everyday lives. Whether it's practicing mindfulness to better manage stress, cultivating compassion to improve our relationships, or fostering self-awareness to understand our emotions and reactions, these teachings can provide a roadmap for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. And it all starts with speaking 5 lines to yourself every morning. A simple practice rooted in Buddha's teachings that can transform your day and, over time, your life. Intriguing, isn't it? How can these ancient teachings help us in our daily lives? Well, let's explore. Our mornings set the tone for the rest of our day, and starting it positively can make a significant difference. Imagine waking up and gifting yourself a few minutes of positive self-talk, affirming your worth and potential. Psychologists tell us this simple practice can have profound effects on our mental well-being. Morning rituals are like the rudder of a ship, guiding us through the day. They can include anything from meditation, exercise, or even a few minutes of gratitude. But today we delve into the power of morning affirmations, a practice that aligns beautifully with Buddha's teachings. Affirmations are positive statements that can help us challenge and overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. When we repeat them and truly believe in them, we can start to make positive changes. This philosophy echoes Buddha's teachings about the power of our thoughts. He once said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make the world." Buddha's wisdom about the mind's power transcends centuries and is backed by modern science. The human brain, a pattern recognition machine, responds to repeated input by creating new neural pathways. So when we feed it positive affirmations over time, it begins to recognize these as our default state. Buddha's teachings also emphasize mindfulness, which is an integral part of affirmations. When we consciously affirm our positive traits and capabilities, we're being mindful of our potential, our worth. We're not just mindlessly repeating words, we're grounding ourselves in the present moment and making a conscious choice to believe in ourselves. It's fascinating how these ancient teachings find resonance in modern-day practices. They remind us that wisdom is timeless and that we can always find guidance if we're willing to seek it. So what are these powerful lines that we should be speaking to ourselves every morning? Let's find out. Each line that we speak to ourselves in the morning carries profound wisdom and the power to transform our lives. We've journeyed through Buddha's teachings, explored morning affirmations, and now we delve into the heart of it all. The 5 lines. These lines are not just words, but guiding principles for a fulfilling life. Let's unravel their wisdom and see how we can apply them to our lives. The first line is, "Today, I am fortunate to have woken up." This affirmation reminds us of the gift of life, the gift of a new day. It's easy to take for granted the miracle of waking up each morning, the opportunity to start anew. This line encourages us to cultivate gratitude from the moment we open our eyes, setting the tone for a positive day. Next, we have "I am alive. I have a precious human life." This line reaffirms the first, emphasizing the value of our existence. It's a call to acknowledge our inherent worth and the potential we carry within us. It asks us to recognize that being alive, being human, is a privilege that comes with the ability to love, learn, and grow. The third line goes, "I'm not going to waste it." This is a pledge of purpose, a commitment to make the most of our lives. It's a reminder that our time is finite and valuable. Every moment matters, and it's up to us to use it wisely. This line encourages us to live intentionally, aligning our actions with our values and goals. The fourth line is, "I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself." This is a call to self-improvement, to striving towards our highest potential. It's not about achieving perfection, but about continuous growth and evolution. This line motivates us to invest in ourselves, to cultivate our skills, nurture our minds, and care for our bodies. Lastly, we have, "I'm going to help others as much as I can." This line embodies the spirit of compassion, one of the core teachings of Buddhism. It's a reminder that our lives are interconnected, that our actions impact others. It encourages us to extend kindness and support to those around us, to contribute to the collective well-being of our communities. Now that we understand these lines, how can we incorporate them into our morning routines? Let's explore. Reciting these lines each morning can serve as a powerful affirmation ritual, aligning our thoughts and actions with the principles of gratitude, self-worth, purpose, self-improvement, and compassion. But remember, the key lies not just in saying these words, but in truly understanding and living by them. Imagine starting each day with a heart full of gratitude, a mind aware of its worth, a spirit committed to growth, and a willingness to make a positive impact. How might that transform your day, your life, and the lives of those around you? These 5 lines are more than just morning affirmations. They are a roadmap to a fulfilling life, a compass guiding us towards inner peace and happiness. As we journey through each day, let these lines be our constant companions, reminding us of who we are and who we aspire to be. Now let's take these words off the page and bring them to life. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step starts with you here now. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? Let's explore. Knowing the lines is one thing, but integrating them into our daily life is where the real transformation begins. As we journey towards a more mindful existence, it's essential to make these affirmations a part of our everyday routine. First, it's about setting the stage. Try to find a quiet, peaceful spot where you can be alone with your thoughts. It could be your living room before everyone wakes up, or maybe a serene corner of your garden. This will be your sanctuary where you prepare yourself for the day ahead. Next, it's about timing. The magic of morning affirmations lies in their ability to set the tone for the day. So it's best to recite these lines first thing in the morning. Before the rush of the day sweeps you away, take a few moments to ground yourself in these affirmations. Speak the lines aloud with conviction and belief. Let each word resonate within you. Feel the power of your own voice as it breathes life into these ancient teachings. Now, let's talk about consistency. Like any other habit, the benefits of these affirmations multiply when they're practiced regularly. So make it a point to start your day with this ritual each and every day. To illustrate the power of this practice, let's consider the story of Mary. A busy corporate professional, Mary found herself constantly stressed and dissatisfied. But when she started her day with these 5 lines, she noticed a shift. She felt more composed, more present, and more in control. The affirmations didn't change her external circumstances, but they changed how she perceived and responded to them. And this is the beauty of Buddha's teachings. They're not about changing the world around us, but about changing the world within us. But the impact of this practice goes beyond individual transformation. It can create ripples that affect our entire society. So, as we strive to integrate these teachings into our daily lives, we're not just improving ourselves, we're contributing to a more mindful, compassionate, and enlightened world. When we change ourselves, we change the world around us. This statement embodies the ripple effect of personal transformation. As we begin to incorporate the 5 lines into our daily routine, we start to see shifts within ourselves. We become more mindful, compassionate, and self-aware. And as we change from within, we start to impact those around us positively. Just imagine a world where everyone starts their day with a clear mind and a compassionate heart. The ripple effect would be immense. It could transform workplaces into environments of empathy and understanding. It could turn homes into havens of peace and love. It could even reshape societies, fostering unity and harmony. Now, let's consider the relevance of Buddhism in the modern world. In a time when life is often characterized by stress and rapid change, the teachings of Buddha offer a refuge. They provide a roadmap to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. The practice of speaking 5 lines to yourself every morning is just one example of how these ancient teachings can be adapted to our modern lives. In essence, Buddhism is not just a religion or philosophy, it's a way of life, a path towards inner peace and enlightenment. And the journey on this path begins with us, with our choice to embrace these teachings and apply them in our everyday life. So, the journey to inner peace starts with ourselves. Are you ready to take the first step? Today, we've journeyed through the life of Buddha, understood the power of morning affirmations, and explored the 5 lines that can transform our lives. We've seen how these lines, rooted in mindfulness, compassion, and self-awareness, can set the tone for our day. We've discovered the power of positive self-talk and how it can ripple out to impact our lives and society. Remember, the journey to inner peace begins with you. Start speaking these 5 lines to yourself every morning and see the change unfold.